Hey everyone, guess what? I'm back with my second video. Crazy. Um, Today we're going to be looking at a user that I've been following for quite a while. Name's Urmaker. He does disturbing 911 calls, which is some of them's quite hectic. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely seen some decapitated heads. Um, Nuts. Just yeah, you're gonna see. Don't know how disturbing today one's gonna be because it's called Cops Stop Active Attacks. Two disturbing 911 calls with text. So if you guys are ready, let's get into the video. Boom! What do you guys think of my new camera thing? I'm busy. I'm busy working on things. Okay? We'll get there. Don't worry. Only my second video. But let's do this.
Hello and welcome back to the video.
Hello.
I really appreciate you dropping in, and if you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that fun stuff.
Always.
Today's video, as per usual, is a very deep video, so viewer discretion is advised.
Oh,
Before we get into the rest of the video, I do want to give a special thank you to today's video sponsor, Scentbird. Easily one of my favorite sponsors. If you're like me and you enjoy smelling good all the time, Scentbird is your place.
I'm not
You
sure.
can get
Do I
monthly
skip this?
subscription boxes every month with your favorite fragrances, and you get to choose them. Make sure to click the link in the description or the pinned comment and use code Urmaker2 for 55% off your first order. As I just said, Scentbird is easily one of my favorite sponsors for the channel. And this month I am lucky enough to try the Harmonist Magnetic Wood Giggity. And I must say, it's very sweet smelling. It smells like a really sweet wood. Very nice.
Harmonist Wood.
And look how much they give you. It's not just like you get a couple squirts. That's going to last you a good while. The next one I have is Sexual Steel. Oh yeah, you know that sounds good. And it is amazing. Holy crap. It's a very light smell, but beautiful. And then the third one I got this month is
Do we listen to this? Do we listen to this?
And my goodness, this is also not very heavy on the nostrils. It's beautiful. With the fragrances you get, they actually come in custom cases. So you can have it locked in your pocket and not have it crushed or broken, which is amazing. And it's as easy as just putting them together and flipping the lock if you want to lock it. Scentbird is your go-to stop for all your fragrance needs. It's as easy as picking a scent, activating your subscription. Make sure to use...
Let's get into the video.
November 18th, 2016. Ohio State University. Abdul Razak Ali Artan was a seemingly mild-mannered Somalian student at the Ohio State University. According to his mother, he was a devoted son and frequently volunteered to drive his younger siblings to school every day. As it turns out, Abdul was a very troubled man under his cheerful exterior. He came from a refugee background.
That's always been the background.
With his family in 2007.
Come on, man.
After that, they lived in Pakistan until 2014. And then came to the United States as legal permanent residents. Records from Catholic Charities indicate that he stayed in a temporary shelter in Dallas before settling in Ohio. Despite his circumstances, Abdul attended Columbus State Community College for 2 years, graduating with an associate's degree before moving on to Ohio State to continue his studies.
Crazy.
At this point, the cracks in his life had begun to form. On top of his refugee status, Abdul was struggling with issues of faith and feeling marginalized. The OSU student newspaper, The Lantern, published an interview with Mr. Artan. In this interview, he complained about being afraid to pray in public as a Muslim because of people's negative perceptions of the religion. This eventually led him to becoming influenced by jihadist propaganda.
If it is, it's shocking.
He began reading up on the teachings of Islamic extremist groups and
what are we in 2023?
This included the ideology of ISIS, as well as the radical cleric Anwar al-Awlaki. Despite dying in 2011, al-Awlaki's propaganda was linked to several domestic terrorist attacks in the years after his death. Abdul began spending a lot of time online browsing through ISIS-affiliated media, like websites and magazines. Many of the things he read and searched for online were shocking.
Oh my God.
From these sources, he acquired instructions on how to carry out terror attacks on citizens in heathen nations, especially Western countries, with knives and vehicles. These instructions called on jihadists to aim at easy targets, like teens playing sports after school in flower cellars.
Wow.
Abdul was told to smash their heads with rocks, slaughter them with knives, or run them over with cars.
Okay, let's just pause there, okay? Couple things. If you've got troubles, go and see someone. Number two, we're in 2023. Well, I don't know how old this is actually, so, but like, come on. We still thinking about Muslims and praying and stuff? No, 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 no. Move on, move on. But this is next level. Please, like, why the hell? People, yeah, I don't know, eh? Sorry. As I said, I always record late, so now I'm tired. And power's going off again at 2 o'clock. This flipping country kills me again. But yeah, this is next level, eh? I didn't even know that you can research all this crap. Anyways, let's get into the video. I wonder what he does.
Amongst many other gruesome killing methods. The more Abdul was exposed to these materials, the more radicalized he became. All the while, his family and friends were unaware of his change. He still
So
appeared
weird,
to be
eh?
the same person,
Family's never
at
aware of
least
anything.
outwardly. Abdul soon believed himself to be a faithful soldier of ISIS. In his thought process, any discomfort at the thought of killing innocents was never an excuse for abandoning jihad. At this point, there had been numerous copycat attacks across America and Europe, using similar methods. Abdul would soon become one of these attacks. Eventually, Abdul traveled all the way from Ohio to Washington, D.C., which is 426 miles away, to purchase a knife from Home Depot. He then purchased a second knife the day before the attack at a Columbus Walmart. A few
Just too
hours before
nice.
the attack, Abdul made a Facebook post. In it,
Always.
he spoke about the lone wolf terrorism attacks and said that Muslims would not let the heathens sleep unless they granted the Muslims peace.
Come on,
Abdul
man.
also talked about reaching a boiling point on seeing fellow Muslims tortured and killed in other countries, especially Myanmar. He signed off with a chilling statement by saying, America, stop interfering with other countries, especially Muslim.
Right
Ummah, the community, are not weak.
Side.
We are not weak. Remember that. It
Come
was a
on,
normal Monday morning for the students on Ohio State University campus, until Abdul's horrifying attack changed their lives forever. The incident began with a fire alarm. Someone had called in reporting a fluorine leak in the lab building. Because of this, a large group of students and protesters were evacuated and gathered outside while waiting for the leak to be fixed. Nothing seemed to be amiss. They remained calm, freely talking and joking around with each other while waiting for the problem to be fixed. Then a car suddenly appeared on the sidewalk. It was approaching at high speeds and plowed right into the group of students, knocking many of them down.
Holy shit.
Anyone in the way was rammed, including a campus police officer as well as Professor William Clark, who was thrown onto the concrete. The car stopped only when it hit a concrete block. With his car totaled, Abdul emerged wielding a knife. Erratically, he slashed and stabbed at whoever he could reach, injuring a few people before taking off running further onto the campus. At this point, an alert was issued, and OSU went on lockdown. Students and faculty alike ran for cover and barricaded themselves inside any available rooms. Haley Gardner, a sophomore, says she was on her way to a chemistry lab when the attack occurred. She saw a bunch of people running for their lives and screaming and yelling, along with the sound of 4 or 5
Here we
gunshots.
go, here we go. We're finally getting into
She
it.
immediately scrambled to a residence hall
Jeez.
for shelter. Sean Cody was also running late for his philosophy class, and after hearing a loud boom, he sprinted into a building to alert fellow students. He described it as a bang, a dust cloud, then shouting and screaming, and people running away in every direction. A minute later, Cody heard gunshots.
What?
A few
When
other
did he get a
students
gun?
managed to contact 911, voicing their concerns about Abdul's attack and requesting immediate help.
Here we go.
911, where's your emergency?
Yes, Watts Hall on OSU's campus. Somebody just drove through a crowd full of people. He's not firing a gun.
Where did he get the
I
gun?
don't know who's firing a gun. It's like a campus police officer.
Okay,
Dude just
where's
drove
Watts?
through. We need an ambulance here fast, please. There's a guy hit. He's on the ground. There's another person on the ground.
Hold on. Let me get you over to OSU PD, okay? What's this guy
Yes,
look
ma'am.
like with the gun? Do you know?
It was a black male. He took off running. It looks like they stopped him. There's an ambulance coming up the street right now.
What kind of car was it?
It's sitting right here. It's a silver Honda Civic. The guy took off running that way.
911. Hey, it's
Yes,
Columbus
we
with
need
the
an ambulance
transfer.
here in front of Watts Hall, 19th and College Avenue right now. There's a man bleeding from his head.
Okay, wait a minute. Where are you?
Watts Hall, 19th and College Avenue.
19th and
This is so messed up, eh? Seriously. I keep looking there. Keep forgetting that my flipping camera's up there. This guy. Oh my word. Probably people do shit like this. It freaks me out there. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys know about the story, let me know. But this shit's crazy. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a long video, so this must carry on for quite a while.
He drove a car through a group full of people. He hit an OSU employee. He drove it into a crowd of people. The car is now sitting in front of the building. The man got out of the car and took off running. But I just see the ambulance here right now. There's a man who
OSU, it's Watts
is on the
Hall,
ground.
1T41. Watts Hall on OSU's campus.
So many people talking together. Come on. Concentrate, people.
During the chaos, while everyone was seeking shelter, some took to Twitter. Numerous photos were posted of barricaded classrooms, and the emergency hotlines were inundated by calls. All the while, Abdul seemingly remained on the loose. Some students who were able to escape Abdul's rampage
How
and flee into
have
the
they
surrounding
not
areas
stopped
also
this guy
took
yet?
the
What's going
opportunity
on?
to do so. One such call was from Jeremy Weiss.
911, what is the location of the emergency?
I'm on just south of Woodruff on the OSU campus. Somebody just ran over a policeman, ran into a big crowd of people, and it sounded like I heard gunshots. I don't know.
Okay, so it's going to be Woodruff and where? Give me a cross street.
A block south of Woodruff, cross street. Shit, it's a block west of High Street on the OSU campus.
Give me 1 second. I want you to stay with me.
Okay.
Okay, this is an officer. Is that correct?
Yeah, I saw him. The car ran into him and then plowed into a crowd of students that were standing outside.
What does the vehicle look like?
It was a gray. It looked like a Honda Civic. I'm like a block or two away now. I ran as soon as I thought I heard gunshots.
Did you get a license plate number?
I
Oh
didn't
my
know.
God.
I'm sorry.
Come on, seriously? What
Okay.
type of question is
I've
that?
already got help heading that way over there. I want you to stay with me just
thank
a moment
God.
here.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah, we definitely got help coming over there. Is
Good.
the
I
officer
see cars coming now. Good.
is the officer up and moving?
I don't know. The car hit him. It looked pretty bad.
This emergency lasted an
Jeez, just
hour and a
imagine
half
seeing
before
that
the
shit
authorities
there.
lifted it. And this is what
Hey,
happened to
you
Abdul.
fucking see a
It
guy
turns out
just
he was
plowing.
fatally shot within a minute of the initial attack.
That actually just happened. You know, you always see these things happening in America for some weird ass friggin' reason. But it actually happened on our West Coast Road here in South Africa, Cape Town. Like on the West Coast Road, I think. Was it West Coast Road? I think it was. In some small ass town, some flippin' crazy guy gets in his vehicle and just starts trying to drive over any person he sees. Flippin' no one could stop him because he had like this huge ass flippin' vehicle. Just kept driving into cars and into people. Every person he saw, and it was during I think like a holiday period, so it was like super busy. Flippin' nuts, man. Maybe I can find that and react to that. But anyways, flippin' yeah, he's a nutter. Just heard about the story. My dad actually had the videos of it. Flippin' scary. Don't think you want to see that shit. But yeah, still, I can't believe people do shit like this.
By a
Freaks
campus
me out.
police officer, Alan Haruchko. Alan was coincidentally on the scene early as a response to a gas leak alarm. Despite having pulled a 16-hour shift prior, he volunteered to assist firefighters at McQuigg Laboratory and ensure the safety of the students. As he was
Well, that
monitoring
didn't
the
happen.
situation, he noticed
Sorry,
Abdul's gray
that's
Honda
good.
Civic jump a curb. It struck several people and skidded to a stop in the middle of a courtyard after hitting a concrete planter. At first, he thought someone had lost control of their car. It looked like an accident, so he didn't pay it much attention. After a while, Alan approached the car to investigate, but found an empty driver's seat. Then he heard the screams. He drew his gun and asked a student nearby what was going on. The student informed him that Abdul was wielding a machete.
Machete.
Alan later
Oh,
stated
it was a
in an
knife.
interview about the attack
Knife,
that the
machete is
next
two different
minute felt
things,
like
eh?
an hour to him.
Knife?
He spotted
Knife?
Abdul running with a
Machete?
large butcher-style knife. Abdul was running up and down the street
Jeez, and a
diagonally,
butcher-style
chasing
knife.
anybody he
That's
could
also
reach and
not knife.
slashing wildly at everyone.
Shit.
Alan yelled at him to drop the knife, but Abdul either did not hear him or refused to comply.
Wow.
Abdul then started making his way to the chemical and biomolecular engineering building with Alan chasing him. Along the way, he slashed someone with his knife, and the victim collapsed to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, Alan wanted to shoot Abdul, but there were too many students nearby. He didn't want to risk their lives. Instead, Alan continued calling out to Abdul, hoping he would respond and give up. Finally, Abdul responded to Alan's call. Still holding a knife, Abdul turned to look at a woman he was chasing. He looked at the doors to the building he was going to, and then he looked at Alan and charged.
Just
Alan
shoot him.
fired his gun, although he states he barely remembers doing so.
What?
Abdul was shot 5 times in the head and chest and died on the spot.
Don't remember
OSU
shooting someone
sophomore
in the
Jacob
head.
Bowers was able to witness Alan firing his gun at Abdul. He states that Alan waited until there was no one else nearby.
Yeah.
Abdul was totally silent and had a crazy look in his
This
eyes as
is
he charged
nuts,
Alan,
eh?
and it took 3 shots to stop him.
Yo, I would have shot him long
Thanks
before
to
that.
Alan's quick thinking, the
But
situation was kept under control before Abdul could injure.
makes you think, eh? This guy saw this guy with this machete in his hand, or whatever the hell it was, and look how long he took to fire. He waited until the guy ran to him. So do you think the cops fire way too early? You know, in other situations? You know, if you have to look at that, I would say definitely. I mean, geez. Well, I did see this one where this woman was about to stab, well, this girl, apparently quite a young girl, 16 or something, was about to stab another guy, or another woman, sorry. They were fighting, and this chick suddenly whipped out a knife and was about to stab her, so the cop ended up dying, and the parents blamed the cop for shooting too soon. But he was never going to run and get to her in time, and he saved that other woman's life. Anyways, I don't know. Like, situations like that's dodge, but this, yo, take him out, man. Especially, okay, I guess the cop didn't see what all he's done already, but still, that's crazy.
Or anyone else. Another emergency call was made by a fellow student who also witnessed this altercation.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm at Ohio State, right outside of Watts Hall, and there was a guy crashed his car into a bunch of people and ran out with a knife chasing down people.
Okay, where is this?
It's Ohio State University, right outside of Watts Hall.
Did he also just call it a
There's
knife?
a bunch
It's
of
not a
police
fucking
here.
knife,
I
dude.
think they got it, but
Seriously.
I saw everything happen right in front of me.
Okay, what's your name? Okay, what happened?
This guy, we were all standing outside because the fire alarm went off. This guy in a Honda Civic came out, ran through the crowd, jumped out of his car, and started chasing down people with a knife. And he was running down Woodruff. That's Ohio State. Oh my God.
Okay, listen, we're on the way. Can you tell me what he's wearing?
I think he is dead. I am looking at him now. Never mind.
You think he's dead?
I think I just seen him by the police.
Did we shoot him?
He's like,
I
oh,
can't tell. I ran away when it all
I'm looking
happened.
at him.
Okay,
Oh,
which
wait.
way did he run towards?
He's been shot 5 times in the
Are
head.
police
Don't worry.
around him?
It's all
They
good.
Are, they are.
It's all good.
Okay. He hit one of
Yeah.
our
Stay.
officers.
Stop.
No,
Go back
he hit a bunch of
where you
students.
came from.
Okay. And I think he hit
He
an
ran
officer.
over the students with his car. I don't know.
I know.
No,
I know.
man.
How many people do you think need medics? Do you know?
So
Probably
many.
at least 4 or 5. Unless people being treated
Okay.
now.
Okay.
According to
Jeez.
media reports, 6 people were hit by Abdul's car, and 5 had stab wounds or lacerations. Fortunately, all victims made a full recovery.
Oh, that's
The
awesome
only
news.
casualty was Abdul himself.
Good.
Following the
That's
attack,
all.
the Islamic State group claimed responsibility for Abdul's actions. In a media statement, they claimed he was a brave soldier. The
What?
FBI initially said that Abdul appeared to have been inspired by the group. They then began their investigation and found no evidence of others being involved in planning or helping with the attack.
Okay. That was story number 1.
October
We
3rd.
got real deep there from my previous one, eh? My first reaction video. Oh my gosh. We are on another level right now. Let's move on to number 2.
13th, 2022. Raleigh, North
15
Carolina.
minutes and the power goes off, guys.
Austin Thompson was a seemingly ordinary 15-year-old like you would find in many other American schools. He had a loving family, his parents as well as an older brother. And yet this mild-mannered boy held in him the capability for great evil.
Hectic.
It was just another evening in Raleigh, North Carolina. On the street in Noose River Greenway, people were walking their dogs or out for a run. Suddenly, loud gunshots shattered the idyllic atmosphere. Screams filled the air as Austin Thompson began firing his shotgun. 2 women and a dog were his first victims.
What?
Nicole Connors and her dog Sammy died on the spot. Another unarmed woman was critically wounded. Austin then continued moving northeast on foot. He
Where
encountered
the
an
hell
off-duty
do
cop,
15-year-olds
Gabriel
get a
Torres,
shotgun?
in his car. Before the cop could respond, Thompson shot him dead for no reason at all.
Wow.
At this point, a bystander took a photograph of the shooter.
Let's
This
see it.
photo began circulating amongst police. At this point, emergency calls were beginning to pour into the police hotlines. Panicked callers described Thompson as a white kid wearing camouflage gear. One person said they saw a kid shoot someone, then run back into the woods. Many residents in the area heard the gunshots, saw their neighbors getting attacked, and were terrified. Sonia Jones says her family was outside walking when they spotted Thompson. They had to run into someone's house for shelter. Sonia also claims to have witnessed Austin shooting Torres, her neighbor, while he was coming out to get into his car. A woman hiding in her house during this ordeal dialed 911.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
What's the location of your emergency?
I was just, Mom and I are at home, and we heard some shots outside, and I looked out my window, and there's the neighbor is on the ground, I think.
What's the address? So, he's on the ground?
Yeah, somebody's on the ground. I don't know which one.
Okay, hang on a second.
But we
The
heard some
second one.
screaming. Okay. And she's laying on the floor of the bush. On the bush. Is somebody on the porch too? There's 2 people. There's somebody laying by the bush, and there's somebody laying on the porch.
Do you know what their address
Hello?
is?
Hectic.
Yes, I'm still here.
A 15-year-old. Did they mention where? Did I miss it?
It's 2 people.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the 15-year-old?
They're right beside us.
Did you see anybody running or shooting or anything?
No, we just heard it. We heard the shots and we heard them screaming. And so we got down because we heard it was a gun. And so when it stopped, then we got up and looked out our window because my window was right. I could see their house from my window.
Austin's rampage continued and took the lives of 2 more women. Bride-to-be Mary Marshall and mother of 3 Susan Carnetts.
2 women, eh?
By 6:42 p.m.,
Fucking
about 2
asshole.
hours since the shootings began, police determined Austin was hiding inside a barn-like structure in the neighborhood. When officers arrived, Austin began shooting, striking one of the department's canine officers. The officers retaliated, firing 23 rounds over the course of another 3 hours before they finally managed to take him down.
Boom. Gotcha. Inside there. Watch out. nuts. This is the first time that I've seen video on the Urmaker channel. Wait. Didn't read that. Following video includes body-worn camera video from the officer who was struck by gunfire. Okay, listen here. So this is going to be your warning. If he shows it, I think he's going to. Yeah, if you don't want to see it, move on. This is the first time I've ever seen Urmaker add video footage. So this is quite hectic. Let's have a look. Where was he hiding? Oh, they're dragging him. Soft there.
Where's he hit? Right knee. All right, put his tourniquet on. Get a tourniquet on his right knee. Right knee.
I hope this video hasn't been too soft now. I'm so sorry. I'm still a rookie at this. I mean, it looks fine before.
When officers gained entry into the building he was hiding
Okay,
in,
it's way too
they
loud
found
now.
Austin incapacitated from an apparent gunshot wound.
Hectic.
According to police reports, he was found with a handgun, a large knife, and a backpack filled with several types of shotgun ammunition.
What the fuck?
Austin was taken to the hospital and is making a very slow recovery after being in critical condition. Later investigations revealed that Austin's first victim was actually his older brother, James.
Oh my gosh.
James was found dead in his home. He had been shot and stabbed. In total, 5 people died, and 2 others were wounded. The 5 identified victims range in age from 16 to 52 years old.
Oh, that's sad, eh?
According to Raleigh
Why
Police
did he
Chief
do it?
Estella D. Patterson, Austin's murder spree spanned more than 2 miles. When calls came in about the violence, Patterson was at a law enforcement conference where they were talking about gun violence and making the community safer. The shocking news was a bleak reminder to her of the importance of those preventative measures. But why did he do it?
There we go.
Even
Come
his
on.
parents were shocked and have no answers.
Tell
In
me.
an interview, they stated, "We have so many unanswered questions. There were never any indications or warning signs that Austin was capable of doing anything like this.
Well, where did he get the guns?
Was it bad influences at school? Did he suffer a psychotic episode? Perhaps the criminal proceedings will reveal more information, but as of now, we are all left guessing."
Oh my gosh, shit, this
Prosecutors say
happened
they
recently.
intend to charge him as an adult if he ever recovers from his injuries.
They better. Probably he killed his brother. That's so fucked up.
If you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate
Top
you.
dog.
And if you're looking to stay smelling good, make sure to click the link in the description and use my code Urmaker2 for 55% off your first order at Simple.
55%.
So I really do appreciate
There we go,
you guys
people.
dropping in.
You heard him.
And there's been a
Click
lot of stuff
his
going on in the
links.
world that's pretty crazy. Not just
Go
these 911
subscribe to
calls, but a bunch of
Urmaker.
other stuff.
We will be
I guess I don't need to
reacting
get
to
into
more
it
of
here.
his
Most of you
videos.
should be up to date.
Guy's a
So
legend.
make sure to stay safe out there.
Love hearing
Once again,
his
if you
videos
enjoy
and
my
listening
content,
to it.
don't forget to leave a like
That's
and
quite a
comment.
bit of research.
It really helps
and
the YouTube algorithm.
yeah.
And I will
Super
catch you in
cool.
the next video. And just remember,
Listen,
it's
it's
always scarier if it's true.
fucking true.
Bye.
It's always scarier if it's true, people. Okay, there we go. That's video number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. If there was any mistake, I'm sorry. I'm getting used to this. In video 2, I know I don't know, keep making little mistakes here and there, but look at the lights. Look at it. Red, purple. It's looking awesome. Got some new filters coming. Hopefully, not filters. Want to make like a whole border thing over here. Want to make a transition. Yeah, we'll get into everything. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. Thank you so much, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, man. Bye.